Hello and welcome to Radioxity Media Solutions. I'm Esther Kemi. I'm passionate about inspiring and enlightening people, media consultant at Radioxity Media. We believe in making things better. I just want to go about camera stabilizers. I'm obviously, crazy about them. I believe that, for us to get professional looking videos, we need professional, we need high quality camera stabilizers to be able to do that. Most of us are usually keen about getting cameras, high-end cameras, expensive cameras, whatsoever camera we can lay our hands upon. But one thing is very key, the camera does not work alone. It works with accessories, and one critical accessory that makes your video look good is your camera stabilizer. And so one thing we should consider when we have specific kinds of shots, irrespective of whether we want to shoot musical videos or want to shoot dramas, or want to shoot talking heads or whatever it is we want to shoot, tutorials, YouTube videos, we should consider what type of camera stabilizer we want to use. Now obviously, if you want some form of static stabilization, that means you just want your camera to be somewhere, one place, taking you, like the one that's taking me right now, then you need a tripod. That's the natural thing. When you get a camera, the natural thing is for you to get a tripod, irrespective of whatever type you want. Even if all you can afford is one they use for photography, that's the one without the fluid head, then you go ahead and get it. But if you're going to move the camera a bit, thereabouts, to see some other shots, B-roll and all that, you probably want to consider a camera with a fluid head, because then you get the smooth, flowing shots, and then your shots will look professional. Now, if your videos have to go to anywhere, they will consider it professional when you use a fluid head tripod. Now, but if you need sort of dynamic stabilization, you want your camera moving, and you want it moving, and yet having that smooth cinematic sort of movement, then of course you need stabilizers like sliders. I have one slider here. You probably need something with a gimbal, like that. Use this with my Steadicam there. You understand? You could use the shoulder mount. That shoulder mount moves a bit, doesn't have much of but your shoulder, because your shoulder is steady, when you put the shoulder mount on your shoulder holds it to a large extent. So obviously it reduces the vibrations, the amateur-like vibrations to a minimal, but it doesn't take it away completely. But it's good. It's better than just pure handheld. Now obviously there's always the handheld option, that you could hold, however, obviously you have to have used it for a while to gain some experience, like where you were probably holding a glass cup that was full of water, and you don't want the water to drop, so you have to hold it that way to ensure that at least the shots are steady as possible, because steadiness is very important. It's so important that some cameras, in fact many cameras coming today, come with camera stabilizations inside them, just to ensure that as much as possible you have usable shots taken by cameras. Even phones nowadays, iPhones and all that, they have inbuilt camera stabilization, to ensure that, look, as much as possible these shots are good. Other stabilizers we could look at is the monopod. The monopod is pretty light, mobile, you can move anywhere with it, you could go to events and all that, get beautiful shots. It's even more dynamic in a way, than the tripod. The only thing is that you can't leave it on its own. Even the new ones that come with legs, you just can hold for a limited time. So you need to consider some of these things. The slider, beautiful, but not as mobile. Get beautiful shots, but you have to have pre-planned shots to be able to achieve beautiful shots with the slider. So obviously all the stabilizers, they're all there. You have the jib, the jib also gets some very nice shots, awesome, with the tilts, pedestals, the pan, the dolly, all of that. The jib has all that alongside with the crane, and with that you can get some very, very beautiful shots. So as much as possible, especially when you have sort of like a static subject, it's important that the camera moves. When your subject moves a lot, then you could have a static camera and still get to make some nice shots. So as much as possible, apart from normal composition rules, just make sure that you have a good camera stabilizer when you shoot. You could shoot with your phone, you could shoot, you know, with a high-end camera, a Red, a 5D, you know, that's a Canon 5D. You could shoot with anything, Blackmagic. Irrespective of what you shoot, always consider that as much as possible, you know, your camera stabilizer is critical to the quality of your shots. Thank you. Thanks for watching, you know, and see you in the next video.